George Radford's dad. My name's Stephen Burke.
I am mum to Theo Hutton.
My name's Nikki O'Driscoll and my son is Jude, he's 3 years old.
Hi, I'm Gemma and I'm mum to a little boy who's 3 called Oscar.
Hi, I'm Siobhan, I'm mum to Oliver.
As a child, George is a lovely, outgoing, bubbly young boy.
Jude, he's very funny, very playful.
Theo, personality-wise, is really cheeky.
Oscar, he's a lovely and happy little boy.
You could always see this glimmer of personality with Oliver. He's always been quite feisty.
Obviously the physical side of it, but trying to keep George mentally stable. That, well, look George, you can do this. This is okay, and we'll learn. You know.
It's a lot of it's about trying to find activities for him to do that are suitable.
Getting therapies for Theo. You've got amazing therapies through yourselves, which we can come to, but NHS is sometimes not as easy to get.
Not communicating really, not telling us.
Biggest challenges that we find is we've also got a 5-year-old daughter, and he's finding things to be able to do as a family.
I think one of our biggest fears is that he grows up to not feel inadequate in any shape or form, that he can achieve things. You know, your right hand side's not working perfectly, but you can still do things and you can achieve things. So
it's kind of the not knowing really of what's going to happen, and nobody can really tell you either.
When they're staring like they're like, what's going on? That's not nice. And I guess I definitely don't deal well with other people, and that's why the more I use Theo's social media to explain cerebral palsy.
When the child questions why they can't do something, and they want to, actually I think we were watching Strictly, and he was lying on the floor and he was kind of like doing this sort of, I'll call it a weird caterpillar sort of thing, and I said, Oliver, what are you trying to do? And he started crying and he said, I'm trying to stand up, mummy, because and my heart just went, oh God, love you, because he was desperate too. He's desperate to join in. He's never quite asked why he can't do things, but he's definitely shown more of an interest as he's got older.
the things that surprise us is because to look at George, he just looks like a normal everyday child, and because George before coming here was painfully shy and he wouldn't speak up, or he wouldn't talk to anyone or converse with anyone in any shape or form. If he wanted to talk to anyone, he'd get me and he'd whisper to me. So I think what surprises me is that people will just sort of not realise his disability.
Jude's just amazing anyway. He's really funny, and he surprises me every day with the things he does, and I think I didn't know he could do that, or I didn't know he understood that, because he has kind of problems with his speech as well. But sometimes he'll just come up with something and it'll be such a surprise.
Theo surprises me all the time with different things that he might look at, and I'd be like, how did you know about that? Or on his eye gaze, the thing he's looked through and found on his eye gaze and then laughed at them, and I've been like, how did you even know what that was? So yeah, he surprises me in that way, and I think he surprises other people when they actually spend time with him.
How loving they are, and smiley and happy, and yeah, they are. They're just very loving, and you know, Oscar brings joy to us all the time.
We actually got a plate guard for Oliver at home. We'd seen plate guards and we kind of went, oh, I'm not too sure, and we put it on his plate and said, right, you eat your dinner. Made sure it was his favourite dinner so he didn't have any excuses. And he sat there and actually tucked in for the first time in 8 years, and apart from a little bit of help, he did it all. And the joy that we felt in that is unbelievable. The joy that we feel in any sort of little things, when he asks a new question or uses a new word and we're like, whoa, I'm not sure I can even spell that, Oliver. When he asks me, mummy, what is gravity? It's, oh, I'll have to ask Google.